Welcome to another day of Roulette Strategy King right here on YouTube. Take a minute to subscribe and join our family so we can help test systems and help you decide what you want to play. And remember, profit is never guaranteed when you play roulette. It's always designed for you to lose, but hopefully we can get you walking away with a little bit. So today's strategy, it's called the weighted out strategy. I saw CEG Dealer School do this and I wanted to try it myself. This one is for an online casino because I think it's going to be hard for you to find a single zero casino. This needs to be in a single zero and for it to work best. You can try it on the double, but it is hard. But we're going to do it for 15 minutes. So I'm going to start the timer now. So, all right. So we got to spin the wheel without it hitting. And we need to find two in a row in one column. And keep in mind, in person, this is going to take a lot longer because on the simulator, I can just press it and press it and press it. And you know what? This one might not be for everyone because of the weighting. But here we go. We saw that one had two, so we're going to go 10 and 10. And this strategy sometimes isn't great because I've seen like 11 in a row happen on the first column or on any column before. All right, so we hit 10 and 10. Let's see what happens. There's 20. All right, so now we wait it out, and when we hit two more, we go again. So this one's a lot of fun. And like I said, you're going to be waiting a long time in a lot of cases. So now what we do is we take the profit, and we go again. And the walk away is really honestly up to you. You can set it to whatever you want. If you're happy making $40 and getting some in and out from the Link Promenade when you're playing, go for it. If you are not happy with that, don't do it. There we go. So we won. So now we got to spin and we got to wait until that hits two in a row, which it just did. So then we take the profit and we go up one more time. And then that's when we reset if we hit this time. So the profit now is going to be 20. And let's go. And it lost. So what we do now is we martingale. So we rebet, double it up. And there we go. So now we reset back down when it hits two in a row on the wheel. So right now we're at 22. So we need another middle. Or there we go. So there's two in a row. So let me know what you think about this one so far. I don't know if I would want to play this, but you know what? It's doing okay. I don't know. I just don't know because I've seen it go a long time in one column. I really have. And that to me is a little scary to think that you're just going to continue to hit and hit and hit and hit in the one column. All right, so we're going to take the profit, 15, because we won $10. And go. See, and there it hits. So now we got to martingale that up to 30 in each. But it's working on the premise that it won't hit that many times in the single column. But like I said, look, there it goes again. So you got to have a little bit of a bankroll for this one. But like I believe on the CG Dealer School, they bought him with $300 for it. Because then it's like if you run out, you run out. So there you go, 120, and then you got to do it twice to get your money back. So let's rebet and do it again. There we go. All right, so we're back up to 65. So that's the system. You've seen it in full. Reset after you've won 3 times, or if you have to double up. I'm going to reset now. We got to make sure it hits twice in one column before we pick a next one. So that's 1. If it hits again on the first column, then we'll go again. No, that's in the middle. That's in the far. So sometimes you're going to be waiting it out because in the real life or online, you're going to be sitting there waiting because it takes, like a minute to go each time. But if you can do this on the double zero, I don't know if you could do it successfully because the house edge is just not there for you. I mean, it's not there for you anytime, right? Okay, so there we go. We finally have 2. So we're going to go back down to the 10s and we're going to try it again. we've got about 10 minutes left on this strategy. So I'm hoping, all right, we got a hit. So we're going to let that ride and see if it gets 2 in a row anywhere. There's 1. This reminds me a little bit of, so we're going to go to 15. This reminds me a little bit of another one I saw called The No Boss on another channel. But they wait 3 times before they go. And see there, we missed. So what we're going to do is rebet and double. And I saw people in the comments saying they got fleeced on waiting. But you know what? All right. So then we're going to rebet again because we got to get that back. And there we go. All right. So now we're going to go, we have 2 in a row. Perfect. So we can start over because we got to go up. We don't have to start over. We're going to go 20, 20, 5, 5. Oh, 25, I believe. And you know what? I get called out sometimes because I don't do it right. But you know what? That's a real life casino. I don't have the best memory. Oh, there we go. Another hit. So now we got to wait until that goes twice. I don't have the best memory. And sometimes I definitely miss something, how many times I've done it, or how many times in a row. All right. So we're going back down to 10 in these columns. And you know what? That's just real life. And I'm sorry. But, you know, follow the system yourself, be it in your own head. But when you're really playing, you're going to miss. There's another hit. And when you're playing, you're probably going to forget sometimes too, unless you have a steel trap mind, which I do not. So laugh along with me because sometimes I am not the brightest. All right. 10, 10. You can't be both good looking and really smart at the same time, can you? Oh boy. All right. So there's a miss. So we're going to martingale that up. Double. And we got to hit it twice on the martingale. So hopefully we can. Rebet. One more time. Fingers crossed. Oh, and we missed. So we got to double that up again. Let's hope. Boom. All right. So we're going to, I'm not sure. I didn't see what you're supposed to do after that. If it were me, I'm just going to do what I would do. And I'm going to wait until it hits twice again. Reset to 10. We're up 140 on the video and we have about 8 minutes left on the clock. All right. So that was 2 in a row on there. Let's start back down at 10. And you know what? The cool thing about a system is you don't have to follow the rules. If you want to reset and go back to the 10, go for it. If you don't want a martingale, don't do it. But the martingale is nice for a recovery. That's the nice thing about it. All right, so we're going to hit it again. Let's hope. Nope. So let's rebet and double again. Fingers crossed. There we go. 140. All right, so now we're going to go back down to the 10 once it hits twice in a column. So we need to hit it in the final one. Nope. And nope. So we're just waiting for that to hit twice in a row. And like I said before, sometimes you're going to be waiting. All right, we need it in the final one. But I would love to get to know you a little bit. Why don't you leave in my comments? Let me know. You don't have to say your name or anything, but let me know, where are you from? How long have you been playing? What is your favorite thing to do when you play? Do you like roulette? Is it your favorite one? There's 2 in a row. And you know, dude, let's get to know each other. And if you haven't subscribed already, what's stopping you? Don't answer that. Maybe don't answer that. I don't want to know if you don't like me or something. All right, we're going to double up because we missed. Let's hope that hits. All right. And then we got to do that one more time. Hope that hits again. No. All right. Let's double it up again. So as you can see, this has missed quite a few times. And, you know, it's just the way it is sometimes. And if you're happy with 140, get out of here. Take it. Take the money and run, as I like to say. But if you like to play and you want to keep doing it, stay on board. There's 10 and 10 in each column. We've got about 6 minutes left on this system. And there's another hit. So now we got to wait until that hits 2 columns. There's in a row. So we're going to go up to 15, take that profit. You probably could keep laddering this with the profit if you want to, but I am a safe player. I don't like to keep laddering. There's a miss. I just don't like to do that. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan. There we go. There's a hit. Let's rebet. Hopefully one more time. There we go. So we're up to 180 now. So now we need to have that. Oh, it already did hit twice. So I'm going to go back down to 10 since we had that loss there. Let's go down and start again. There we go. So now we got to wait until that hits twice. We're up 190 profit so far. There's two middles. So let's go 10, 10. And we're going to go up the ladder one time. I like to go up the ladder twice if we win. And I don't know if I've done that too much, have I? All right, so we won. So now we got to wait until that hits twice. If that hits in that final column twice, we're going to, oh, it didn't. Middle. So we're going to go and just wait. And one of the things I like about playing this in a casino is I like to take it and I like to run, get the free drinks. And they'll give you anything. Coffee. Diet Coke is my go-to. You don't even need to do it. So we're going to do 20 and 20. And that's the running up the ladder. Boom. All right. So we're at 225. Let's pull back. We're going to go back down to that 10. We got about 4 minutes left. All right. We had 2 in the middle. So we're going to go again. There we go. So now we got to wait it out. And, I feel like a broken record, but I have said this a few times. What happens if you go on this big, long 11 column loss? It can happen. That's the beauty of roulette, or not the beauty. That's the frustrating part. But sometimes if you have luck on your side, you can walk away. Right now we're up 250. If you're happy with that, you know me, I like to get out between 250 and 3. Just do it and get out. So that's 2 in the middle. So we're going to reset since we went up the ladder, back to 10. Right now we're sitting at 250 profit, 3 minutes left, and there's another hit. All right. So now we got to wait until that goes again. And that's in the middle. We got to wait for that to hit the middle again. Hopefully. Nope. That's the final column. That's the first. There's a lot of waiting and finding out. This is the longest we've gone, but I could see this being a long time. So 10, 10, and we're going to go up the ladder because we won the last one. Using the profit from the win. If I can do it right, I'm burning time off my clock. Oh no, I did it again. So I'm a bit of a klutz, as you can see. There we go. All right, let's go. Oh man. All right, so we missed, so we're going to do it and we're going to double it up. Hopefully we hit it this time. That's another miss. Rebet, double up. We're going to lose all of our profit. There we go. And one more time. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Of course not. So like, as you can see, we're 2 minutes left on the clock and we are going to be down in our profit. That's a 0. And at this point you have a decision to make. Do you walk away? I would walk away. We were up, I think 500 at that point. I'm not even gonna let the timer run out because we're into the negative. But you know what? Let's just pretend you want to recover that. Rebet, double, and try it again. That way you can recover some of your money. See, and if you just, this is one of those times. Remember I said sometimes that was 3 in a row. But let's say you have maximum bankroll 4 in a row. This is a good lesson for you right now, and I'm glad that you could learn it. That sometimes roulette just does not work out, and we are negative $1,500 on the day. But I am happy saying that this strategy worked. And, you know, the second you get up a little bit, if you're happy getting dinner, you can get it and get out. But negative 1,500 on that one. And I had somebody say, you win all the time on the simulator, and then you go and you don't. Well, guess what? I show it both. I show it both ways. And if you like that and appreciate that, the transparency, hey, welcome to the Roulette Strategy King fan club. I mean, not fan club, but family. I would love for you to be part. Hit that subscribe button. Send me your strategies. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great day.